Let's play! Whoa! Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. You all may call me Pharaoh, and welcome back to Let's Play Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask. Last time left off, we are delving into Chapter 3, if I'm not mistaken, and once again, Cookie is lost, and we found her mother. I don't know how many times already it's happened in this game already, but afterwards, we're like, okay, you know, Layton told a little bit of his story of 18 years ago, how he, you know, friends of Angela and Randall and all that, and Randall apparently found the Mask of Chaos, but the story stopped there. Now we're back here in the present, and we had to talk to Angela about, like, what happened with the mask and why was it stolen, how was it stolen. Henry's not available right now, again, and she actually told us to go see Delston, or Alphonse, who's kind of like a bully-ish, I'm not really sure, but he is here, and he does apparently own hotels, just like he said he was going to. So we're gonna head over to his mansion and take things from there. Well, actually, before we do so, he has a puzzle. Psst. How's it going? Quite well, thank you. How are you? Just judging things. Don't buy the glitzy sheen of this town. There's a dirty power struggle going on beneath the surface. Do tell. Do listen. Nothing free in this world except wishes, though. How about you solve this puzzle? We'll see what happens. Well, you act like I got a choice. 35 guest stars, 40 Pickerats. The bartender places 5 bottle caps on the bar. With the star logos facing up. Oh, never mind. Why can't I do sentence structures properly? They place 5 bottle caps on the bar with the star logos facing up. So all of them are facing up? Okay, she closes her eyes and starts turning caps over at random, counting every turn. Once she reaches 25, she suddenly slams her hand onto the bar, covers up one of the caps, and asks you, is the logo on this cap facing up or down? With the situation shown in a diagram above, can you answer her question? So this is straight up just... it's a 50-50 shot. Now, obviously, there's logic attributed to this, but at the end of the day, if you really need a guess, you're gonna get to one or the other, you know? So they start off I keep saying like heads, tails, but no, they start off with the logo shown, and she apparently keeps turning them randomly. So they say that, but like, can't you feel, you know, the ridges or whatever, whether it's facing up or not? But whatever. I guess that's not really the point. So they said after 25, the 25th one, they flip it, or they slam their hand out and just cover it. Suddenly slams her hand onto the bar, covers up one of the caps, and asks you, is the logo on the cap facing up or down? You know, we've had puzzles like this before, in a sense where, God, I'm trying to put it into words where, not even to say like there's a likelihood it's going to be one or the other. I think it's more so like it is going to be a certain one because of this. Like there is an actual like no ifs, ands, or buts. It has to be this. And I forgot which game it was, but it was something where, like, it didn't matter how many times we shuffled something or counted whatever, because it was either even or odd. It had to be, it had to be freaking, like one or the other. Now, with this being said and done, it's after 25 times, and you're doing this over 5 bottle caps. The fact alone that it starts off as all stars up, and then the very first turn, you start flipping it. I don't know if that simply means that all likelihood, the odds are going to be bottles, the logo facing down. And the fact that there's 25, I don't know if it's also one of those things where it's divisible by 5, and you may end up with it being face down. But that's kind of where I'm going with here. My logic is that 25, it's an odd number. When we flip them... You know, hold on. Let me reread this again. Counting every turn. So it's not like, you know, okay, she covers 5 and then... Like, she doesn't, like, turn them over again, does she? Or to, like, reset them, I should say. But I still think because it's odd, it may end up still being the logo being down.
Just a dash of puzzle solving here.
And there we are.
A fine puzzle for a gentleman.
Cap is facing down. If you flip the caps an odd number of times, the number of caps facing up will be even, and vice versa. Since 25 is an odd number, there can only be 2 caps facing up, so the covered one must be facing down. Okay. So it makes me even wonder, like, is there even a need to even count up to 25? It's just the idea of knowing, like, hey, with what you have shown here, odds and evens, it's gonna have to be down. As promised, I'll spill the beans, but you gotta promise to pick them up. See, the Ladors built this town a while ago using money Mr. Lador found while he was treasure hunting. Then you've got Dalston, who built a bunch of hotels over the years and made some nice coin here in town. These recent miracles sure seem to be jeopardizing all Mr. Lador's work. Catch my drift? The Lador holdings fall apart or lose their value, Dalston stands to benefit. Is that what you're getting at? Hey, look, I'm no conspiracy theorist, but I do think there's a conspiracy here. Find who benefits from this chaos. In other words, you think Alphonse Dalston is the masked gentleman? I'm not sure Alphonse Dalston could fit into the masked gentleman's pants, but it can't hurt to talk to him. I was gonna say, there's no way. Maybe he's not the actual masked gentleman, but maybe in cahoots. But now it's interesting that he mentioned that apparently he found a treasure, like, while treasure hunting. It almost makes it seem like it kind of goes back to, like, I guess maybe it goes back to maybe the night of whatever happened to Randall, you know? Now apparently we can talk to good old Yuming here, which I was just told that apparently I don't know if they are or based off of the actual singer of the Layton, I don't know if it's all the songs, but a lot of the ending credits. I guess the Japanese actually have lyrics. We only get instrumental. So, but apparently this is her, and I find that kind of funny. Your hat is absolutely exquisite. I love the whole classic gentleman look. I'm Yuming, by the way. Ah, well, thank you. I strive to be one, and not only in dress. I hear English gentlemen appreciate a good puzzle. You should enjoy this. Alright, what do we got? Going Donuts! A family of 3 runs a mobile donut shop. Their most popular item is a 4 glazed donut. Oh, there are 12 donuts here, 3 of which are made by the mother of the family. She makes donuts in her own unique way. Can you find the mother's donuts? The glaze in the donuts is the same as on both sides, by the way, but keep in mind that flipping one will change the order of the glazes. I don't know, like, okay. Which donuts are hers? Are they all gonna... Well, they're not gonna be exactly the same. It looks like there is a slightly different pattern here. Wait, how many donuts did you say? Did you say 3 or 4? How many? 3 are made by the mother of the family. In her own unique way. The hell? The glaze on the donuts is the same on both sides. But keep in mind that flipping one will change your... Yeah, I get that, but I still don't understand what you freaking mean. Like, are we trying to find the actual 3 identical ones? Like, is that what we're getting at here? Like, this seems like it's gonna be a kind of a pain in the ass. Like, if we go, like, with this one, okay, we can try finding one that's, like, brown on top with white on the right. Now, see, that's not gonna work. So we can't do that, but if we flip it, so now that it's, like, facing the browns on down, and then the white is on the right. No, so that doesn't work. So this one, we got white on top, orange on the right. Oh, no. Oh, so that doesn't work. Now, if we flip it, it'll be white down. Well, actually, when they say flip, I guess, like, I don't know if they mean, like, just flip it, invert it, or, like, we rotate it in any way. I don't know. Because if we rotate this in any way, I'm just going to keep looking at the whites. Like, that's not going to work. No matter how you flip it, definitely not going to work. No. No. Maybe if I flip it, I guess if I turn it that way and then just flip the damn thing, I guess, if that makes any type of sense, maybe that would work. I don't know. No, because the orange part won't be there. Never mind. No. This one actually will, because if you flip this one that way and then kind of turn it upside down, that will put, like, for example, well, no, not do that to this one, I should say. If we turn that one to the right, now white's going to be on the right-hand side, but then if we flip it, now the orange that was on the bottom gets actually put on the top. So that works. This one, no. This one, I don't know, because the pink is on the opposite side. That's not going to work. This one, yes. This is going to be the opposite of what we did to the bottom left. We flip the, let's say we take the top one, flip it, turn it 180 or 90 degrees counterclockwise and flip it. Then we'll get it. So I guess that's it. But how the hell is this her own unique way of doing it? Either way, I think we found it.
Just a dash of puzzle solving here.
There we go.
That was a challenge, to be sure.
Seems a little confusing, but it's like, I think it's just a matter of matching it, but there you go. The Mother family made the second donut from the left in the top row and the far left and far right ones in the bottom row. If you look carefully, you'll notice the donuts are glazed in slightly different ways. Then it's just a case of finding a group of 3 donuts that match in some way and are different from the rest. Oh, is it? I mean, I literally was just trying to find ones that matched. Okay. This masked gentleman certainly is puzzling. I heard he turned a group of people into stone. I wonder how he does it. He's claiming he performed some sort of miracle. I suspect there's more to it than that, or less to it, if you will. The police are investigating the matter, but a gentleman like yourself may be better equipped to solve such a mystery. You should look into investigating the masked gentleman. Yes, I may just do that. I may look into the other hotels here. Okay. You do your thing, lady. We're gonna continue looking around. They said it was past the hotel, I think. Now, before we do so, they have a puzzle for us. I don't think we've seen this, nerd. When will I learn? Never been on black. Never been on black. Looks like jam and hacking sandwiches for me all week. Again. Pardon me, sir. We are seeking information of the masked gentleman. Might we speak with you for a moment? Buddy, if I knew anything from a masked gentleman, I'd be down to police station collecting my reward money. But if I were you to... I can feel my Bentley coming out a little bit from Sly Cooper. But if I were to wager a guess, I bet that he's some poor sap who's just down on his luck. I don't think he's such a bad guy. Now I can't do it anymore. My impression goes in and out. Oh, really? Why do you say that? Picture this. The poor guy gets robbed blind in a casino. He loses everything because it's all fixed. What's he supposed to do, Sly? Are we both speaking of the same masked gentleman here? Wait a second. Do you really think some guy would start terrorizing an entire city just because he lost a few bets? Absolutely! Look, lady, it's a theory, okay? I didn't say it was a good one. It's all crazy. Does it make sense that horses are... Oh, just forget it. What is this about horses? If you think I'm gonna give you more info for free, you got another thing coming, pal. Cough up some brain power. Alright. I basically stopped doing Bentley's voice, just kind of doing a generic nerd one. Spin shenanigans. Every time I hear that word shenanigans, I keep thinking of that movie Super Troopers. It is ridiculous. I didn't see the sequel. I don't know if it was regarded as highly as the first, but it's a goofy ass movie. And like I just remember one scene, they're like the captain of the police force hates the word shenanigans, and he's like, I swear if I hear that damn word one more time, someone's gonna get pistol whipped. And they tricked one of the other guys. It's like, hey, what's that restaurant with all the crap on the wall? Oh, you mean shenanigans? It's so stupid. This roulette wheel isn't behaving as it should. Instead of stopping at random, the ball seems to land on numbers according to some unknown rule. On successive spins, the ball lands on 10, 9, 8, 5, then 3. Where will the ball land next? Well, I don't necessarily think it's going in like increments like, okay, now it goes down 1, it goes down 2, because then it jumps from, it's 10, 9, 8, then jumps to 5, then jumps to 3. Where's 10? Okay, so there's 10 on the roulette table. Then it says it goes to 9, which I guess is the one right next to it, the red 9. No. Yes, no. Because the numbers are facing, like, you, the player, so that's actually a 6. Where the hell's the 9? Hold on. So here's 10. There's 9. And then it says it goes to, I think it said they mentioned 8. Then it goes to 8. And then 5. I think I see what's going on here. We've had puzzles like this. So 1, 2, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me fix this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Crap. It might be that. No, crap. Didn't it say 3 was the next one? Maybe. Hold on. Crap. It is 3. Damn, I thought it was close. Well, maybe. Let's see. Let me do that again. Or maybe like technically it's 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, if I do by 5, I'm going back to 9. How the hell do I get from... How the hell do I get to the 3? Although, wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, say, if this is the 4, then we get 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's 5. But that's going the other way. Does it matter? So now if I go 6, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It could be that, or it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Well, I think either way, do I land on 2? I don't know. Now I'm a little because the thing is that I thought I had it, but then I changed the rules at the very end to get where I needed. Maybe it's a pattern. I don't think that's pointing anywhere, to be honest. I mean, we've got the little carrot symbol kind of going, around the encapsulating the 6. But I guess you can say the same thing between 9 and 3. It could be... Is that 7? Damn it. I really thought I had an idea going on here, but now I don't know. After on successive spins. 10, 9, 8, 5, and then 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Unless... Maybe, it's probably not, but hold on. We start at 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a 2. No, never mind. I was like, does it spin or does it go by what we landed on? Damn it, guys, I might need a hint. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's Wait a minute. Where the hell's 12? How many does this have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, What? Hold on, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 of them, but where the hell is number 12? Is that part of the trick? What? Where the hell's the 12? Like... Alright, let's try this again. Because I did it this way, like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That landed us on 2. You know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That gave us 9. Hold on a minute. The next one was... We landed... It was 10, 9, and like 8. So we'll go 9 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That gives us that gets us to 8. Crap, is that what I was doing wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're on 5. Damn it, I was just counting it the wrong way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 3. And now it's 1, 2, 3. Why was I counting it clockwise? I mean, the funny thing is I switched the counter. Like, well, you know what? It's because of how I was doing it counter, because I was going like, oh, it's only 2 spaces from 10 to 9, and it's 3 spaces to 9 to 8. That's how I originally was doing it. That's why I got confused. So I kinda, not really, but kinda had the somewhat right idea, but okay. But I'm still confused why the hell 12's not there. I'm iffy on that, but either way, the answer should be 6.
Don't keep me in suspense. There is no puzzle without a solution.
Ugh. When the ball lands on a number, the next number will be that many spaces away in a counterclockwise direction. The number 12 is missing from the wheel. If 12 was there, landing on 12 would make the exact next number 12. Oh, that's why it's not there, because I'm an idiot. Okay. Ugh. First, I'll lose my entire paycheck, and now I gotta turn over my only valuable info into some, about those stupid miracles? Now, what was this about horses, and how is this linked to the masked gentleman? Well, all I heard is that if you had a horse to sell around the time he first appeared, you could make some serious dough. That's all I know. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go scrounge around for loose change under some park benches. Why would he think that information was valuable? Was he betting on horse races as well? Perhaps it has something to do with the incident in which the masked gentleman turned people into horses. Something is fishy here. Or horsey. Boo. Alright. Dalston's estate should be west of here. Alright. Let's go to the west, which leads us to the One Ring Circus. This must be the circus tent that Juggles the Clown's referring to. Can we go inside, please? Remember, Luke, we're not here to have fun. We're looking for clues that will lead us to the masked gentleman. Oh, yes, of course. It finally feels a bit like the desert out here. Yes, you can see the characteristic ruins of this region out here. Everything out here is quite breathtaking. This area was once riddled with such ruins. Mystery! Traces of another civilization. Although Monte is a new city built in the latest architectural fashion, one can find traces here and there of an ancient design. Where do these come from and what do they mean? I'm going to make the biggest guess that it's probably something to do with the Azran things, because now, obviously, when you're playing this game brand new, you wouldn't know that the next one's going to be Azran Legacy. At least I don't think so anyway. But because we have that information, and because they mentioned Azran, or at least Collins did when we were a student, I have a feeling that it's all getting tied together. This area of desert is known to be the site of various ancient ruins. Monte must also have its share of relics. I'm interested in seeing both the ruins and the circus very soon, Luke, but for now, the Dalston residence is just over this way. Alright, but before we do that, though, we have a bunch of things to find. Including a hint coin on this booth right here. And the top of this palm tree. And then the top of the sign. And then on top of this post. Nice. 4 hint coins. Now we can talk to Puck for a puzzle.
Oi, checked out the circus yet? You've never seen anything like it, unless you've seen clowns before.
Or tigers.
Look at this! I'm flying! You seen a flying boy before? See, we do magic here, better than a masked hack.
Do you think the recent events are the result of some sort of magic trick?
All I know is I've never seen a miracle in my life, but I've seen plenty of magic.
There might be more to it than that. The world's full of mysterious things.
Some old man at the hotel I'm staying at said the masked gentleman's miracles were a real deal. Well, that's nonsense. You just gotta look for the patterns in the magic.
I always got interested, especially when I was younger, where they would do, like, the magic reveal shows. And, like, I feel like magic was, like, a bigger thing when I was younger. Like, David Blaine was, like, huge everywhere. And then Chris Angel had his show. Like, I feel like magic still seems interesting, but I don't think it's, as highly regarded as it once was. Pattern pending. A school teacher called a bright pupil? A school teacher called a bright pupil up to the front of the class and asked him this. Do you see these 5 patterns? Each one is made using 2 paper L shapes. None are rotations or mirrored versions of any other, yet they all have something in common. Using these 2 L shapes, can you make another pattern that shares a common feature of the other 5? Move and rotate the pieces to form a 6th pattern that shares a common feature. Common feature. And they're not they're not mirrored? The only thing that comes to mind is do they play on one another? And what I mean by that is, like, do you change one thing and do they just kind of build upon itself? So, for example, we have this and that for the 3rd puzzle, I guess, or like the top right. Now, to change that to the one on the bottom left, you could just simply rotate this, but then to change that one to the purple, no, I don't know, maybe it's not that.
Just a dash of puzzle solving.
What?
Here. That was a challenge, to be sure.
I didn't do anything. What the hell? Now I'm a little freaked out. What did I do? Did I inadvertently just solve? I was just messing around, game. Did I not have to hit submit? Oh. That doesn't look like the pattern I did. Is it? Maybe. They're all fine examples of an unfolded cube. That's why this pattern would work even if it was mirrored. Oh. Oh. Okay, damn, I'll take it, but like that freaked me out a little bit. I'm like, hello? See, every puzzle can be solved, and so can every magic trick. I mean, if the masked gentleman really did have magical powers, then what's the point of even trying to stop him? Every puzzle may have a solution, but some mysteries are beyond explanation. No, Layton can say hell no to that. So there's no unsolvable puzzles, but there are unexplained mysteries? I don't buy it. You raise an interesting point, my boy. Okay, that was something. Now we can go over here to the left.
Oh, Professor!
Don't move.
This puppy should learn some manners.
Leave that young lady alone. Get back here, now!
Okay. I wasn't expecting that voice out of him, but alright. A lot more, posh and snobby than I thought. But then again, you know, I guess you can say he looked like that a little bit, but just I thought a little bit more burly. Well, burly in terms of his voice. I love how Emmy was about to square up to a dog. I'm like, could you not? But Professor Layton? I haven't seen you in ages. What are you doing here? Hello, Delston. It has been some time. Don't tell me you moved here too. No, actually, I'm here on business. You left Stansbury for a successful business career, just as you had planned, I see. Of course, that bird couldn't hold me. Besides, Stansbury turned into a ghost town after that mess with the Ascot family. And tourists don't visit ghost towns, which means ghost hotels don't make any ghost money. Or real money, either. Yes, I've heard you've become quite the entrepreneur. I recall that your dream was always to own your own hotels. And I recall you having more hair. Wow. Screw you. Enough small talk, Layton. What kind of business are you here on? I'm investigating the recent events surrounding the masked gentleman. Who put you up to this, huh? Angela? Let me guess. You're here to see if I seem suspicious at all, right? Rubbish. What do I have to gain from the maniac terrorizing the town? This chaos is bad for business. Everyone's business. Well, there are rumors of a power struggle be taking place in Monte. If one wanted to hurt an opponent, one might be willing to make a sacrifice or two, no? Hypothetically speaking. Why doesn't the masked gentleman send advance warning of his actions to both you and Henry? Surely many other business owners in town would find such information useful. It certainly seems that there is some sort of connection between the two of you and the masked gentleman, Delston. Ah, naive as ever, Layton. If anyone is connected to that masked creep, it's Angela. I beg your pardon? Look, Layton, this is real life, not chess. I'm not interested in a sacrifice or two. And you know perfectly well that Angela blamed Henry for Randall's untimely end. Henry encouraged that last expedition. Wait, Angela blames Henry? She kind of made it seem like she blamed us. So now, years later, Angela and Henry are married, and you know the saying, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Angela holding a grudge against Henry? After all these years? Come now, Dalston, that seems highly unlikely. No, it doesn't. Layton, you know how petty people can be. About as unlikely as me sacrificing anything I worked for. First off, Angela would never show Henry how much she resents him. Angela hid her resentment when she buried Randall, and she's been plotting her revenge ever since. Don't fall for her nice girl act. Angela never even let you forgive yourself for Randall's death. She drove you straight out of Stansbury. Come on, Layton! I wouldn't say that. That's fine, because I would. Open your eyes, Layton. Henry loved Angela, and he couldn't stand seeing her or Randall. So he sent Randall on an expedition into those ruins, knowing how dangerous it was. That's ridiculous, Dalston. And rather offensive, I might add. I'm gonna kick your ass. Oh, is it? Then how come Henry kept the secret code of the Norwell Wall to himself, huh? I'll tell you why, so he can get to the treasure. The treasure that should have been Randall's. Angela wasn't gonna let him get away with that. This whole Mass Gentleman fiasco is all her doing. With one stroke, Angela could ruin Henry, get the treasure, and exact her revenge. Genius! That's quite the tale, Dalston. But without proof, that's all it is. A tale. I hope I'm there when you finally realize the truth, Layton. You're being played like a cheap violin. There ain't no city of miracles, Layton. It's a city of betrayals.
A city of betrayals? But there's so many fun things to do.
See, Layton? You're seeing this whole thing through the eyes of a child.
What's wrong with that?
It's all right, Luke.
Professor, I think we're done speaking with this man. I don't want to hear this nonsense anymore.
Oh, this boy has some spirit. You got a future ahead of you, kid. Maybe you all should pay a visit to the mayor. Oh, really? And why is that? Mayor Bilson put together a special task force to investigate the masked gentleman. If you want the truth, I've got no problem saying that maybe they could help you, or vice versa. Maybe because I got nothing to hide.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Dalston may have a point here, Professor.
Yes, then... seems a visit to the mayor might be in order. Oh, Mr. Gonzalez! Mr. Dalston! Another letter for you!
What the hell does it say on there? Does it say I heard like not her, but something 5. What?
There are 2, actually. One for you and the one for, Mr. Herschel Layton. For me?
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Greetings from a masked gentleman. I hope you enjoyed last night's festivities. I know I did. It was so refreshing. You see, people who are made of stone cannot tell lies. In fact, they cannot do much of anything. They can only stand there, cold and unfeeling. To rob people of their ability to tell lies is quite miraculous, don't you think? Almost as miraculous as my follow-up tonight will be. I will be performing in the Gallery Plaza. I promise it will be an uplifting experience you won't want to miss. We won't want to miss. I hope to see you there. Ah, a warning from the masked gentleman. Well, I stood before you, no less.
How did anyone know we were here? Professor, I think we're being watched.
I believe you're right, Emmy. Look, that plaza's going to be teeming with tourists tonight. Someone may get hurt. We still have time before sundown. We need to inform the mayor of this.
Shall we be off, Professor?
Yes, let's go. The mayor should be down at City Hall. It's just past the Lador mansion. He's probably meeting with his task force as we speak. I know he's got some detectives coming in from London, too. Hopefully you'll get there just in time to hear them falsely accuse me of being the masked gentleman.
Maybe we will.
Come now, Luke. Let's head to City Hall. Thank you, Dalston. This was informative.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how to feel. Like, could he be lying? Absolutely. But I absolutely could also see this being really viable, too. So, we'll see. First off, we got a couple hint coins, including the top of this particular chimney. That is really a lot of chimneys. What the hell? Got one there. We got one on top of this chimney here to the right. We got another hint coin all the way in this bottom shrub here. And then we also have a hint coin to the right, the base of this cactus. But we also have a collection item at the bottom of this cactus to the left. This one being the beloved diary. Alright. Now that's everything. So I guess we're going to be making our way back to What I was gonna say. Back to place. At least on the way to the Lador Mansion, so that we can go to the, I guess go to City Hall? Or see the mayor? I don't know. Now, so far, traveling in this game doesn't seem too bad. I mean, look at that. We're already here. City Hall must be down this way. Alright. And this takes us to the City Hall steps. I think this is it. Quite a marvelous building. Let's see if the mayor's task force is inside. Okay, but before we do so, obviously we have more hint coins, including right here. And then the very top of this post up here, or like kind of antenna. And then in the tree. But we also take a look at the shrubbery in the bottom right. A fourth one. Nice. Now we can go ahead and go inside City Hall. I don't think City Hall will be this big. I didn't think. Montador continues to impress. It appears as if the entire police force is here. I hope that's not the case. They do have a police station outside of town. It looks like they're taking the recent events very seriously. Yes, it appears the masked gentleman is receiving the attention he craves. We didn't see many officers after the stone statue incident, so I think it's safe to say the police aren't getting any advance warnings. I can understand this villain has a grudge against the town, but targeting innocent people just isn't right. I agree, Luke. We need to get to the bottom of things as quickly as possible. And we'll do so. Now we still got time. Let's continue. We got hint coin by this stack of books. On the light fixture on the top here. And on the couch. We also got this particular post on a bulletin board. There we go. There is someone we can talk to for a puzzle. I don't know who. Is it you? No. There we are. Stamp and file, stamp and file. Every time the master gentleman appears, the paperwork goes through the roof. All these offices, and they still can't catch the guy. What if I were that bad at my job? Just saying. How do they expect to solve crimes when they can't even solve this puzzle? Now, we got a bunch of these puzzles. Oh, crap. I think it was Unwound Future. A head of tiles. You have a stack of thin tiles that are 3x3 in size. There are 3 colors, and each tile is a solid color. Use the available tiles and stack them on top of each other to construct a top hat like the one above. How should you layer them? Take the layer of tiles from the right and place them inside the border on the left. What? Yeah. Okay, well, hold on. Take the tiles from the right of the touchscreen and stack them within a border on the left to replicate the top hat. The tiles may overlap. How to... Do I gotta use all of them? Well, I guess I do. Alright, so I just gotta replicate the image, huh? Yeah, this is gonna suck stuff. Alright. Because we only have one yellow, this to use. Oh, shoot, no, I can't do that. How in God's name? Okay, I like the idea of this puzzle, but I'm being an idiot with it. No, it's a little too much. No way, I think I'm forming it. Okay, no, hold on. I think I kinda got the idea. One, two, three, then that layer. It's kind of like it's a matter of how these go down. Now, hold on. This is what's going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt. It's how I place these. In the sense that... Not exactly... I mean, that's a little much. I need to get rid of... Like, ugh. The idea is there. How do I exactly want to do this? How did I... I think... I need to get the orange in there. Okay, not... Okay, hold on. Then I bring the orange. I think? 1, 2, 3. And then I can... I just realized it's way too damn thick. Like, I think I have the idea. Maybe not. How the hell? I'm sorry, you guys are probably yelling at me. Like, this isn't... I think I have the right idea. Now I can't even remember how I did this. Oh, actually, wait a minute. I wonder if that does anything. That's gonna give me a straight line. Either way, if I do this... Now, is that too high, or... I don't think it is, because now I think I can understand how I can get the bottom line. Oh, no, not... actually... Kinda... How do I... If I cover... It has to be 3. Keep thinking I have the idea. Ugh. It's kind of annoying. Okay, hold on. Where's that other one? So that gives me that bottom line that I want. Cool. Oh my god, there you go.
I believe I have this one.
Ugh. That was a fun
Solving
puzzle,
puzzles
but
is truly a pleasure.
I wouldn't call that 30 Pigarats. That one kind of hurt my head. It might be a little late here too. Maybe that's my excuse. That's some expert tile laying right there. Sure, call it what you want. The police can't solve this puzzle that some ordinary citizen can. No wonder this investigation's going nowhere. To be fair, the masked gentleman's actions are highly unpredictable. With safety as a top priority, it could be risky to try and take the masked gentleman into custody when he appears in a crowd. I've heard excuses more times than you can imagine. Tell me why those people who got turned into horses are still out there grazing like cows. Like people cows. Whatever. The task force is in the back meeting room. If you have the mayor's permission, go on in if you like. I bet she and Juggles would get along well. People are growing increasingly pessimistic here. It's tough to blame them. We need to catch the masked gentleman before he strikes again. Alright, now hold on. There's actually a puzzle in this lamp. The power cables for the lamps are connected into a rather peculiar way. Which one goes where, Professor? We're gonna find out together with a puzzle. Oh, what the hell? Crossed connections. Yeah, 4 power cables plugged into 4 sockets, but as they run through pipes, you have no idea which cable connects to which socket. You only know part of where cables B and C run through, shown above. Once again, I said part. The length of cable inside the pipe is 6 meters for each cable, and each section of pipe is 1 meter long. However, while the vertical pipes can hold as many cables as needed, the horizontal pipes can hold only 1. Can you work out which cable is connected to which socket? Well, don't we already have part of the answer? They said that the horizontal only carries 1 cable. And with the top one is C, so that means at the very least, 1 is going to C, and B is going to 4. Like, that was simple enough. Now they said each segment of pipe is what? A meter. And each cable is 6 meters long. So, let's use what we know. Like, for example, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does that make sense? And then for... You know... This is each... Not the entirety, I guess, of the horizontal pipe can hold 1 thing, right? I guess maybe I didn't really think about that, because Now we're kind of assuming that B is going to 4. I mean, 1 definitely has to be C. But what's to say that, like, B... It doesn't go up after, like, that 5th segment. Well, no, then again, it's the meter. Like, how... It's not going to work any other way. That's why. Anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So now we need A and D, and I'm already making the assumption that D is going to go to... well, I have 2 and 3 left, right? Well, actually, I can't make the assumption. I was going to say maybe D is going to go to 3, A is going to go to 2. I don't know if that's the case. One, 2, 3, 4. I see, that's only 5. So crap, maybe I do gotta go down another one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. That's what I have to remember. It's 6 meters. Even though it looks simple enough, like, oh, D's gonna go to 3, we're missing a meter. So, with that being said, D goes to 2, A goes to 3.
Just a dash of puzzle solving.
Nice.
Here. That was a challenge, to be sure.
Cable A goes to socket 3, B to 4, C to 1, D to 2. Whichever path the cables take within the pipe's solution is the same. Oh yeah? Yeah, there's a lot different than what I came up with, but it still works out. Once again, the vertical pipes, you can hold as many damn cables. I think I was stuffing 3 into 1, damn. But only 1 can go horizontally. Ah, that's that then. Still, quite odd. It is odd. Okay. Well, with that being said and done, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'll just go ahead and call it an episode here. I know sometimes it feels like I'm not even doing that much, but I take my time with these, obviously. I don't think we're anywhere near a chapter end, so that's okay. Excuse me. I think besides it will be a good point to investigate more City Hall in the next episode fresh and take things from there. So, as usual, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time for Let's Play Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask. Love you all so much, and don't forget to spread that love around. Have a great day, everybody.